Folks, the American Family Association still exists, and they are still worried about you being a bad Christian, I guess, and about what's happening in this country. That looks more like me. Yeah. What? Okay. And here is Bryan Fischer with an interesting theory about environmentalists. And but he's going to go with it. Here it is.
4 times. I mean, it's very strong in the book of Numbers. The murderer shall be put to death. Verse 16. The murderer, verse 18, shall be put to death. Verse 21, the murderer shall be put to death. Verse 30, the murderer shall be put to death. Now, it's interesting that Moses says here in this passage that the land is polluted and defiled by murder. When innocent blood is shed, the land is polluted. If you're an environmentalist and you care about the pollution of the land of the United States of America, then you want to see murder stopped, and you want to see murder avenged. You want to see murder, justice done in the case of murder. Because Moses says in verse 33, no atonement can be made for the land for the blood that is shed in it, except by the blood of the one who shed it. So if we want to see our land cleansed from the pollution of the shedding of innocent blood, it's not just enough to lock people up for the rest of their lives.
I don't know what to say.
He's trying to reach across the aisle.
Environmentalists should, I mean, it's, yeah. I'm not sure that that's a compelling case for people. That because Moses said that, it's possible Moses was being more metaphorical.
I kind of agree with him.
What's that?
I mean, if you look at who's doing the polluting, the majority of it is not like random people who forget to recycle. It's giant corporations and the big bosses. So, you know, if putting those people to death can save the world, then I see no problem with that.
There you go. We had Derek Jensen on this program. We've had him on a couple times, I think, over the years. Are you familiar with Jensen?
No.
I think you might want to read a little bit of Jensen. He's, I think he would agree with that on some level. I mean, I think certainly corporate death, I think, is suitable, and it happens. In fact, next week when I go to the tort conference, maybe I'll sit down, if I can get Papantonio to talk a little bit of what's happened to Dow since his C8 case. Basically the death of that company.
Dow Chemical?
Yeah. They're now, they merged with DuPont because they had a $3.5 billion settlement off of that C8.
When's DuPont going to die?
We're going to have to wait for them to poison just a lot more of our society to get to that next lawsuit. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos